Alright, this one should go much faster. This is a tutorial on painting walls. The first thing I do is show you how to create the material paint. A little bit different than what we've done in the past. What I'd want to do is find the tab where I can create a new material. It's under Manage and it says Materials right over here. Creating the new material is very similar to what we've done in the past. Opens up windows that you've seen. I'm going to go down here to create new material and select that. I'm going to give it an identity. So I'm just going to make an obnoxious blue paint. So I like using all caps and calling it paint and then whatever color I'm using. I'm going to tell it to use the rendered appearance. And in this case, swap it out the same way we have in the past. Looking at my appearance library. If I actually type in paint, I should be able to find all different kinds of paint that already exist. Here's an obnoxious blue color. Here's an aquamarine color. You could select pretty much any color paint you want. If it doesn't exist, you can create your own color paint. I'm going to pull this one in and call it blue. I'll show you how you can make it your own color if you want. You could change the color right here to any color you want. So you really could pull in any paint and then change the color to be just about anything. But since I have made blue paint at this point in time, I'm now going to paint a wall. So over here in the Modify tab, up at the top of the screen, it's the smallest icon in the world. It's called Paint. It shows the material going onto a wall. That's what the little icon means. So here are all the materials that I have. Some of them are auto-created for you. But the one that I just created was Paint Blue. And there it is right there. So I can select that, say done. Oops, don't say done. Select that and then click on the wall you want to paint. And you can paint as many walls as you want. Sometimes when you paint a wall, like this one back here, it paints more than what I wanted it to. It actually did 2 rooms at the same time. That's because when I made that wall, it was one full unit. So what I would need to do is split the surface of that wall in order to paint only half of it. In order to do that, I'm just going to kind of zoom in a little bit on my project, move my section box back so I can see that wall better. Not sure exactly where this video is starting off from the last one because I had a phone call in the middle of that, but I have my section box where I want it, and I am going to split the face of this wall right here, and you can see why it was trying to paint it as one unit, because the entire wall is one big unit. So a split face is this little TV. It's right above the paint feature. I'm going to click on split face and select the face that I want to split. Normally it's pink lines, but in this case when we're splitting a face, it shows up as yellow lines because we're not actually going to make like a hole in the face. It's just going to literally like split the face into 2 pieces. I'm going to use the line tool, and right behind my wall I'm just going to select that point right there. I'll zoom way in so you can see what I did. And I could have selected anywhere inside of this wall, because that way the wall hides what I'm doing. When I go to paint later and I don't have some kind of an ugly paint line, zooming way down at the bottom, I can click down to there and hit escape once. I should just be able to hit the green check mark. And that surface is now split into 2 units. I have this side over here where the 2 windows are, and this side over here which is my closet. So now if I go up here to paint and select the same kind of ugly blue paint that I had before, I also want to make sure I switch back to consistent colors. Not sure if you guys picked up on it, but I've been working in hidden line because it's easier to see that little gold line that appears around. So I'm going to switch back to consistent colors, and now when I paint it, I can paint that half of the room one color and I can paint the other half of the room a different color, and I split the face into 2 sections, and the part where it's actually being painted is hidden behind that wall that's in between. So there you go, there's painting a room. By the way, sometimes if you're having a hard time putting like a material on a surface, depending on what it is that you're trying to do, you can create all kinds of materials in this manage site. Like I said, there are some really funky ones that are already created for you, but it's a really quick, simple way to change the look of something is just to use paint, just like it's a really quick and simple way in your house. So for example, one of the items that I can choose to paint with is glass. somewhere. I suppose it's alphabetical, so that makes sense. Like I can use glass, and I can paint with glass, and that literally makes the wall transparent or see-through. There it is, glass. So it's kind of funky at the end of the day if you start painting with different things and different materials to give it a really quick and easy facelift or make it look different. Here, I'll paint the wall with wood flooring. So you can do some really weird things with paint.